We're at the Saline Courthouse. The building is the last remaining district courthouse of the Cherokee Nation. Served as Saline District Courthouse until 1902. Historic records indicate that there was a barn, blacksmith shop, general store on the site. Cornerstones of the large barn can still be seen north of the Springhouse. With the closure of the Cherokee Nation courts in 1902, the property was sold at auction to James Teehee and reserved as a residence until 1970. 1970, the property was sold to the State of Oklahoma Industrial Park Department for development as a state park. The house is listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1976. Cherokee Nation acquired the property in 1988, and in 2005, the site was designated as the first Cherokee National Park. In 2019, restoration was completed, and the site was opened in 2020 as the Saline Courthouse Museum. Springhouse. One spring on this property rises from the ground directly under the Springhouse. The Springhouse was built to cover the courthouse's main water supply, but when the courthouse became a residence, it was also served as a food storage area. Prior to the widespread use of refrigerators, food would be stored in the Springhouse, which was usually kept cool during the constant cool temperature from the spring water. The bars on the windows served to keep thieves and animals out. The restoration of the Springhouse was completed in 2009. Both the interior and exterior of the Springhouse, along with retaining walls and the low dam, was restored. The Springhouse foundation and roof were also replaced. Today, the Springhouse is a source of great beauty to the property grounds. The updated photo of the Phillips family in front of the Springhouse, John M. and wife Paka, are seated on the ground. From left, George and Margaret Johnston, Mr. and Mrs. Reed, Paka's parents, and John R. Phillips, seated on the retaining wall. Photographer unknown. Saline Preservation Association, Pryor, Oklahoma. This is the cemetery at the Saline Courthouse location. The Teehee Cemetery includes over 24 graves. However, only 7 can be identified with headstones. Elizabeth Fauner, 1841 to 1891. E.J. Whitaker Culvert, 1858 to 1890. A.J. Culvert, 1858 to 1892. Myrtle Coden, 1881 to 1907. Annie Culvert, 1886 to 1902. Pasco Culvert, 1890 to 1890. And then Lally Etta Mixwater, 1871 to 1893. Over the years, the unmarked graves, once identified, have been marked with white crosses. And it's the Teehee Cemetery map, 1969. And there's the white crosses. The yellow fashioned fences. One of the original bridges that goes up towards the courthouse. Mixed marital. Annie, daughter of A.J. and E.J. Colvard. It's hard to read the inscription on the bottom. This one's E.J. Whitaker. A.J. Colvard. Elizabeth Fonner, wife of Joshua C. Fonner. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. 1841 to 1891. Do children let nothing, something lost. I can't read it. Riley Etta, daughter of W.O. and E.B. Mixwater, born February 22nd, 1871.